Can you just tell us?
The splits changed so much, and if I'm being honest, I probably didn't think that we would be in this position just based on the results and results that didn't go our way, like the Glasgow City game at Petershill. That was a tough loss, and I thought that dented our chance of being at the top. But with the split, it's as I said before, you lose so many points, you get like so many points as well. So it's worked in our favour, and I'm just raring to go and excited to keep the momentum going and keep getting 3 points.
And I suppose now then that you have got it in your own hands and there's only 6 games left, it's about, if you feel that it's almost been a reprieve, then it's about making sure you make full use of it.
Yeah, definitely. When we put it in that sense of like 6 games left, it's not a lot. It's 18 points to pick up, and that's something that we are focused towards. And as you say, it is in our hands. It's ours to lose. We've got that pressure on us, and the girls from last season know, and myself, they know the pressure that's needed and how to deal with that, especially last season. The squad last season, they were so close to it, so they're using that as motivation, and they're gonna we are gonna hang on to that top spot as long as we can.
You feel as though there's a belief there within the squad to go and deliver that first title, which is obviously going to be a historic footnote into the history of the club?
Definitely. I think just with the change, like this year's been crazy with a change of coach and the way the results have gone and just everything. So yeah, we're dying to win the league. Like we're in a perfect position to do it, and we've got an amazing support behind us. So we want to do it for the fans, we want to do it for our family, we want to do it for the girls who missed out last season with 20 seconds. We want to do it for the coaches that put in so much work, and we want to do it for ourselves. So yeah, we really want it.
And as a Celtic supporter as well yourself, will it mean that little bit more for you to play at Celtic Park and in front of the Celtic support?
Yeah, I've already played at Celtic Park, but I wasn't in Celtic colours. Back then I was at Hibs, so this is a much more special situation for me and my family. They did come to that game when I was at Hibs, but again we lost. But the support that Celtic had back then, I think maybe 3 years ago, was huge, and the game's grown even more now. So I'm really looking forward to being at Celtic Park as a Celtic player and hopefully winning at Celtic Park. That would mean so much to me and my family.
What's the mood? I asked Elena this. What's the mood been like in the dressing room amongst the players, with the girls that have played there before and the ones who haven't, who maybe just arrived in the summer?
Yeah, it's been good. There's so many ups and downs in football. That could be injury, like getting a bad defeat. But recently, with the momentum going our way, the mood's been good. And as Elena said today, we had a laugh in training. It was competitive, but it was like a healthy competition. We weren't getting too annoyed at each other, which is a first. We were having a joke, but the quality was still there. And I think that's a credit to us that we can relax at times, but also switch on the professionalism and make sure that the quality's there.
Hibs almost sneaked at a point the other night, which would have been disappointing. Obviously, Hearts beat Rangers. Is the quality of this league getting better?
Yeah, definitely. Every year, there's so much funding within every team, and like that goes down to analysis, the amount of time that coaches and players are spending on our opponents, ourselves. Really makes a difference. And yeah, the quality's been brought into the league. Players are developing under certain coaches, so yeah, it's definitely getting more competitive, and I think that's what we want. We don't want to cruise a league, we want to be challenged, and I think on Wednesday past was a big challenge for us. First half we weren't good enough, still managed to get a goal, and then second half I thought we played a bit better, but it just shows that we can grit out a win and get the 3 points even without our best performance. I think as well, coming back from Partick Thistle, we played really well, and then playing against Hibs, who are maybe more organised, kind of gave us a shock and a reality check that it's not going to be this easy. against other teams. So I think we needed that. We don't want to be too arrogant with our performances. We want to kind of be humble as well, and I think that was needed for Hibs. And Hibs have given us a challenge in the past at Meadowbank before a Champions League game, and we needed that because we were playing Montrose and Dundee United before a Champions League game, so we played quality against Hibs. We didn't play well, we got the 3 points, but we learned so much from that game that we took into Champions League, so we'll be doing this exact same for Hearts on Sunday.
You mentioned competition a bit there. It feels like there is competition for starting places at the moment. I talked to Elena about squad rotation, especially in that midfield where you play. Can you comment on that, how that is for you as a player, especially coming to this crunch end of the season?
Yeah, it's, as I say, it is so competitive, but the good thing is you're competing against quality players, and if I'm not playing, then I'm happy because I know that the other two midfielders will put on a show and get us the 3 points. Like, we've all got trust in each other to perform well, and if they don't perform well, then there's a chance to step up and give quality. But as I say, we're all here for each other. We've got a togetherness in the club, and we're happy for people to be starting and putting a performance. If it means we get the 3 points and you don't play, then it needs to be that, because we're a part of a team and it's a long journey. If you don't play, you just have to get over it, and just work hard in training, because those players who start wouldn't be starting without training well and without you being at training alongside them. So it means a lot to start, and I think every player doesn't take that for granted, and they put on a real good performance.
You'll be hoping to start on Sunday, I imagine.
Yeah, definitely. I can't wait to walk out.
Just on that as well, with that midfield being maybe the area of the park where more changes are being made on a regular basis, does the way that you play, as a player, change depending on who you're playing alongside, do you think, at all?
I don't think individually your performance changes. I think we've got a very aggressive midfield, and that will never change. I think we're quite composed and disciplined in our position, and again, that won't change. Maybe tactically things might change, but individually, like, we've got Natalie Ross, who loves a tackle, and we've got Shen, who loves a tackle too. So we're not scared. We're not scared to put a foot in, and that's the game. That's the game that we'll be playing.
We've got a busy few weeks ahead of you. You've got the game obviously on Sunday, then you've got the cup game followed by a midweek game against Glasgow City, then against Rangers again. As a player, how much are you looking forward to that?
Yeah, I think we're all looking forward to it. As I say, when it comes to split, so much can happen. You lose points, you get an amazing 3 point win. But I think if whatever happens in the league, if it's a bad result or whatever, you can move on very quickly and go to the next game. For us, we're always looking for those 3 points. Get the 3 points, we're one step closer, 6 games left. We're counting that down. So we're just taking it one game at a time, but also we've got that end goal of winning the league. But we're not getting ourselves too worked up on the end result. We're individually, like short-term goals, we've got that game by game, getting the 3 points.
And kind of went through the wee kind of blip in the middle of the season there, and in came Tasha Flynn, and since then it's kind of, you had her up front and she's been putting away the goals. How much of a psychological boost has that been for yourself and the rest of the team?
Yeah, I think it's great to have Tash back. She's such a great presence in the box and on the pitch. I think we've used her really well against Rangers especially, and I think she's been working really well alongside Amy G and Murphy Agnew. So yeah, it's a joy to have her back, and we're just excited to keep using her to her full potential, and hopefully the results will come.
And just finally from me, how are you enjoying life under the new manager so far?
Yeah, it's been good. It was a bit of a change at the beginning, just with formation and all that, but she settled in, and we've adapted to her style of play and tactics and all that, and we've seen changes in training. We had double sessions earlier this year, and I think that's made a difference in the intensity and preparation of games. So that was a big change for us, but I think the rewards are coming, and hopefully they continue to come.